Here you go.
Hey, boys and girls, guess what? I'm already in bed because I know that we need to get a good night's sleep for the Scantron test. And so, before I go to bed, I want to read Testing Miss Malarkey by Judy Finchler. It's a great book, especially for the test. Miss Malarkey is a good teacher. Usually she's really nice, but a couple of weeks ago she started acting a little weird. She started talking about the test, the Instructional Performance Through Understanding test. I think Miss Malarkey said it was called the IPTU test. Of course, we take the Scantron test. But Miss Malarkey said the test wasn't that important. She said it wouldn't affect our report cards, it wouldn't mean extra homework, and if we didn't do well, we'd still go on to the next grade. Miss Malarkey, stop biting your fingernails! At recess, we played multiplication mambo. Each class got a new CD-ROM called There's Something About Decimals. At lunch, we played funny phonics. Miss Malarkey said you never know what's on that test. I before E except after C. You get to move 2 spaces. Isn't phonics fun? Can I go to the bathroom? The closer we got to the test, the weirder things got. When I brought the attendance sheets to the office, I heard Principal Wiggins yelling something about pencils. This is the test! I want the good number 2 pencils, not the kind with the crumbly erasers, and I will personally make sure they're all sharpened myself. This is good brain food. Some of you should eat a whole whale. The cafeteria lady, Mrs. Slopdown, took away the potato chips and only served fish. My food usually goes right to my stomach. In art, we made posters about the test. Mrs. Magenta also showed us how to color in all those little circles they put on the test. During gym, we didn't play baseball or even exercise. Mr. Fitenough said we had to prepare our minds and our bodies for the test. We all learned something about meditating and something called yogurt. Like I said, things are getting pretty weird at school. I got to thinking the test was sort of important. Your mind and your body are one with the test. My mom even knew about the test. When she read me my bedtime story, I had to complete a ditto and give the main idea before I could even go to sleep. Mom started making me eat a really big breakfast. For lunch, she packed me a Power Bar 2000. When I got to school, I traded Adam for a fat-free muffin. He traded with Hannah for a baggie of carrot sticks. Hannah wanted the Power Bar, so she asked her best friend Meredith if she could trade her for the apple. Somehow, someone must have wanted the apple, and I'm not sure what happened, but I had the Power Bar 2000 again. The night before the test, Mom took me to a PTA meeting. A man was there talking about the test. He wasn't a teacher or a parent or even the principal, but whoever he was, he seemed to think the test was really important. So did the parents. My son is gifted in a variety of areas. Will this test hinder his Ivy League chances? Will the grade point average be reflected in the scores? Should I be concerned about performance anxiety? How will the test affect real estate prices? What the heck are they talking about? The day of the test, the janitor, Mr. Shirley, closed off the whole hallway. You couldn't even walk down the hallway unless you had a password. And you had to whisper Miss Malarkey had to whisper the secret password to Mr. Shirley before she could even go to our room. That morning, there were more teachers than kids in the nurse's office. Miss Malarkey, her job was to pass out pencils and scratch paper. She looked like she didn't get enough sleep. Principal Wiggins was keeping the time. He couldn't even touch the test, and we couldn't even touch the test until he flagged us. When it was time to start, he waved the flag so hard that something happened to his hair. The test took forever. It took a whole day, 2 whole days. My friend Carmine got in trouble for not using his scratch paper the right way. I thought his ninja warrior looked pretty good. Miss Malarkey caught Barry with his baseball cards. Morgan got a stomach ache and had to go to the nurse. The hall monitor gave her such a hard time she threw up in the hall. Miss Malarkey said to erase all your pencil marks. Janet erased her whole entire test. Principal Wiggins was in the room for a while, but he got a stomach ache and had to go to the nurse. I hope he didn't throw up in the hallway. After the test, everybody got prizes and had treats, and we got extra recess. Even Stephen, who fell asleep 2 times during the test. Miss Malarkey looked wiped out, and she didn't even take the test. Here, Miss Malarkey, have my Power Bar 2000. It's been a long time since we took the test. Things are back to normal. Principal Wiggins isn't yelling quite as much. The cafeteria lady started serving potato chips again. Mom started packing me good old peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. And Miss Malarkey is letting her fingernails grow really long. I guess the test really wasn't that important after all. Look, number 1, IPTU test, county champions. Okay, boys and girls, don't forget to wear your superhero shirt on Tuesday. And Wednesday, you be that mean green math machine and wear all green. And then on Thursday, you have a bright future ahead of you, so you can wear a bright shirt, or you can wear any college team shirt. I think I'm going to wear an Alabama shirt. Okay, boys and girls, it's time for me to go to bed. Good night.